What time's everyone getting in later today?
So they all arrive at about 6:30 tonight. There's most of the delegation coming in on the Birmingham flight. There's a lot are coming in a little bit later as well.
Fine.
So the 30 of our group will be here tonight in various states of jet lag, I suspect.
30?
Yes.
That's a lot of people. I mean, how many have you got from the entire British delegation?
So there's about 35 in the broader British delegation, add on our 30.
Wow.
And then there's a group from Northern Ireland as well, and there'll be others as well dotted around.
It's fantastic,
so.
but what we're saying really is that the West Midlands makes up 50% of the entire group here?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I mean, that's fantastic.
I think it's reflective of how much is just going on in
Yeah.
the heart of England
Yeah.
generally in this space, and just the enthusiasm with which all these companies have been engaging too. And I'm sure there's probably even more.
Well, yeah, but don't forget we've got the music lot coming in later.
How many is that?
From memory, 7, 8, 9, something like that. There was a couple added on very late, I think.
Yeah.
So, yes, I'd have thought about 8 people. So in total, we'll be what, 38, 40 in total?
That's fantastic.
It's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing.
It's brilliant. And it's such a big show as well for interactive and music. And I think the really interesting bit is this crossover between music and interactive, where digital is being used a lot in the music industry, music's being used a lot in the digital industry, and so Tuesday, which is the day where we're having these different crossover events, will be really quite interesting. So they have all the interactive folk and all the music folk together in one place.
Well, I mean, you've got a really interesting combination of organisers, call it what you want in this. I mean, if you think about it, you've got Advantage West Midlands, in the Inward Investment Team.
Yeah.
You've got the Birmingham Chamber. You've got UKTI nationally from London, who are bringing all that lot in. Then you've got UKTI locally in the West Midlands.
Yeah.
You've got Scream West Midlands. So that's 5 agencies working together. It's quite effective.
It is, and there's no way we could have organised something that's this size and this scale without all of those different groups pulling together, because it's a pooling of financial resources, which is one thing, but it's the pooling of the expertise, the knowledge, the contacts, the experience together, which has allowed us to pull off a mission this big.
It's fabulous. You've been here, what, 2 or 3 times before?
This is my 3rd time now, yeah.
It's my first. It's really very interesting. What do you think, I mean, from experience going backwards, what do you think is a major challenge for them?
I think it's for the companies to come out, it's focusing on the things that they really want to know and do, because this is such a big event. I mean, there's nearly 50,000 people coming through Interactive.
Wow, that's bigger than music, isn't it?
It's bigger than music this year, which will be the first time. And there's so much happening, and because it's digital, it's all streaming onto the internet all the time, and so.
There's almost too much to do, isn't there?
There's almost, there is too much to do. You can't possibly do everything here, and so the risk is that companies find themselves caught between 2 different things thinking what to do, and so the challenges and the focus that I know we've been talking to the companies about beforehand is picking the things that are important to them, chasing those down, and then following.
Well, we've tried to do that. I mean, you can only do so much, obviously. We can set things up, but in the final analysis, if you'll forgive that awful expression, they've got to do it for themselves.
Absolutely. I mean, I think we've set them up on a great platform, because in addition to everything that's going on in terms of the festival itself and the show and the exhibition, there's also the stand that we've got in the exhibition hall, which is designed to do 2 things really. I mean, from my perspective, it's the inward investment side, so it's meeting American companies who are interested in growing their business and moving into Europe. But obviously, from your perspective and the company's perspective, it's a place where they can showcase their products. And there's a couple of interactive TV screens there, and some computers, some meeting space where they can actually sit down and showcase what they're doing.
No, it's an interesting methodology of using what I suppose is regional talent, our best talent, as a catch to bring people back into the region.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume that's the strategy here.
Exactly right. Yeah. I mean, the 30 people that are coming out are essentially, without realising it, are our sales force, because they're out here, they're representing.
Yeah, but the West Midlands is world class. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's. I mean, from our perspective, and us being the chamber, UKTI, we're looking for international trade opportunities. So if you can marry the 2, inward investment, international trade, you've got a perfect storm.
Yeah. And this is a great model. I mean, we've as you know, we've used it a few times now, the 2 of us, and all the different partners working together, and it's effective. And I think it's a good model for the way that we can work together in this sector and other sectors as well.
Well, we've got a forward plan going into most of next year, we're talking. What are we talking about? We're talking about something similar going to India, quite possibly. I don't know whether you guys are going to replicate the Seattle thing again or not. Wait and see.
Absolutely, yeah.
From a music perspective, I'm looking at doing Womex again, which is a great success last year.
Yeah.
I guess we're now bound to sound South by Southwest forever. But
I think so. I mean, I think unless something goes terribly wrong with it, I think we'll this is just such an important event. But there's also Shanghai Expo. There's a big digital element to that this year as well.
That's going to be interesting. Yes, absolutely.
I think, as you said, the India opportunities are growing all the time. So, there's so much happening in this space now.
There are so many challenges. The challenges are, what's going to happen? We've got an election coming up. We don't know what's, I suppose, really going to happen. But the thing that interests me about the digital media, screen, image and sound side is that it's a very, very opportunistic cluster.
Yeah.
Things happen like that,
yes.
and you've got to be able to move that quickly.
Absolutely.
So whilst we want to have set piece events going through the year, we also want to be able to react to things and so on.
Of course.
And, one of the things that I think we can get cleverer at as we go forward is listening to the companies and hearing what they want to do, where they want to go, and working out how we can best use that.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, our function, I guess, as you say, it's showing some stuff to them and saying, you should come along to this, as we've done with South by, and then it's waiting and hearing what they're after for these other events too.
Well, let's wait and see.
Fantastic.
But
the other thing, I guess, it's worth bringing up about this South by event, which potentially will replicate in other things that we do, is the website heartofaustin.com, which we're using this time, which is aggregating all the tweets, all the Twitters, all the photos, all the blogs that our companies are doing whilst they're here, in order to reflect back everything that's learnt here back into the West Midlands. Because we've got a big delegation here, obviously, but there are a lot more companies who can't come, and so this is a great
really
way
important.
to share.
It's really important. Other people have got to learn and seize the opportunities.
Absolutely, absolutely.